Good evening once again. We return now part 2 of our examination of the film It Happened One Night, a film whose subtleties, as we shall see, continue to reveal themselves. Folks, a question has been posed, a question has been put forward to me regarding the film, of which I will respond to in due course. The question is as follows. Might I trouble you to guide me through the sequence that unfolds following the departure from the omnibus? Particularly, the moment in which Mr. Peter Warne engages in that curious, albeit restrained gesture of spitting. I am most eager to understand the scene's nuance and underlying purpose, for it seems to speak, however subtly, to the tenor of his character and the broader social texture of the film. Peter Warne spits and says everything. You asked about the moment after the bus ride? The one where Peter Warne, Clark Gable in shirt sleeves and certainty, steps aside, says his piece, and then spits. It's a curious gesture, isn't it? Quiet, unceremonious, but nor careless. No, it's done with intention, the kind that doesn't ask for permission and doesn't care for applause. It's not a flourish, it's a period. And if you know men like Warne, you know they don't waste gestures. He spits, and it's not just about clearing his mouth, it's about clearing the air. A man like that doesn't need to raise his voice. He just finishes talking and lets the silence do the rest. Now, in regard to what the spit tells you, you won't find a Harvard man doing it, but then a Harvard man wouldn't have made it this far with Ellie Andrews. Warne's spit is a mark of confidence, not the loud kind, the kind that doesn't need a second opinion. He knows who he is, and he knows you'll figure it out sooner or later. It's a shrug at polite society, the kind of world that tells a man how to walk, how to talk, how to hold his spork. Warne's not interested. He's got his own compass. It's a nod to a certain breed of men, the ones who work with their hands, who've been thrown out of a few offices and a few bedrooms, but still keep their coat slung just right. Men who never try too hard and never have to. It's not bravado. It's a ritual. He doesn't care if Ellie sees it, but he knows she does. Capra was no fool. He knew how to lace a scene with meaning without a single line of dialogue. The film draws sharp lines between pretense and authenticity, silk and flannel, moneyed poise and earned composure. Peter's spit isn't just personal hygiene, it's philosophy. He's not showing off, he's just living by a code. And somehow, Without knowing how or when, you realize it's the code that makes a man worth watching and a woman worth following. And yet, does Mr. Warren truly spit with abandon? Hardly. It is a gesture marked not by excess, but by restraint. A controlled act, tempered and precise. That Mr. Peter Warren does not spit in any manner that might be deemed ostentatious or theatrical is no accident. Rather, it is central to the scene's subtle grammar. Why does Mr. Warren not spit large? Quite simply because he has no need to.
This restraint is not incidental, it is a declaration.
And, as with all true declarations, it requires neither volume nor spectacle to land its blow. Let's talk about the power of restraint. Within the cinematic code of 1930s masculinity, restraint is not weakness, it is dominance in its most refined form. Mr. Warren does not affect bravado because he is possessed of something far more formidable, self-possession. Where lesser men must perform toughness, he need only be. His modest, nearly unnoticeable gesture is in fact a quiet assertion, I have nothing to prove. I already am what others pretend to be. This is the sort of confidence that does not announce itself. It simply occupies the room. It's a study in control. To spit with flourish would render Mr. Warren impulsive, vulgar, qualities alien to the man we observe. No, his every movement is measured. Even in moments of silence, he holds the frame like a man holding court. Thus his spit is not flamboyant, it is controlled, deliberate, unremarkable to the inattentive, but resolute to the discerning. Oreshorin. Though there is no need to name the earlier character directly, the contrast is evident. Where others blunder with noise and exaggeration, seeking attention, and often receiving ridicule, Mr. Warren offers a kind of counterpoint. His restrained spit becomes, in essence, a silent critique. Where the buffoon is loud and collapses under the weight of his own affectation, Warren moves quietly and leaves an impression. Director Frank Capra was a master of revealing character not through proclamation, but through minutiae. The adjustment of a tie, the offering of a coat, the angle of a glance. In such hands, even a small bodily gesture can speak volumes. Here the spit functions not merely as a physical act, but as a narrative punctuation. It reinforces wordlessly who Mr. Warren is, and more importantly, who he is not. Sanaika, Peter Warren does not spit large. To have done so would be to place himself among the noisemakers, the overcompensators, the men who must try in order to be seen. But Warren does not try. He simply is. And in that stillness, in that restraint, lies his authority and his allure. Well, that's it for part 2 of the review. In the fullness of time, our examination shall continue. I invite you most cordially to join me for part 3, soon to follow. We shall venture deeper into what this film reveals. Until then, take care, folks, and God bless you.